This is Jonathan Agger here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're here at the Churchill Boxing Gym in London. I've bumped into Spencer Fearon, Master Knowledge. Good to see you. First time I've interviewing you.
John, like you've been going out, like any young man who's on this boxing, going around, got their cameras trying to do their things, I'm going to say to you, just be persistent. Go out, and it's all about content, because content is king as well as cash.
Absolutely, I appreciate your time.
How much are you paying me for this interview?
We'll talk about that off camera. Spencer, a lot to talk about. Let's first of all talk about why you're here, supporting Claressa Shields. Tell me about what you've been up to here.
It wasn't that. It was like, I spoke to, me and Claressa have been speaking since 2012, so that's 8 years. And there was a concierge group, the CT, ARC C2 group, with so I thought, you know what, I'll come down and I'll support her, and we gifted her with a private membership. So she got picked up by the big cars and everything else, so she got looked after. So it was really, really nice to see that. So, you know what I mean, I've got to big up Claressa Shields, because, you know what I mean, I've always been a fan of hers, man.
And what was it like speaking to her yesterday on your podcast with Tunde Ajayi? You must have got a much different insight to what you can normally just get in like a 5-minute interview.
Pardon me?
You've probably got a much more in-depth insight.
Yeah, well, but you know what I mean. I would say me and Claressa are friends, so yeah. And it's like Alvina, who's been running around doing like all her PR work and stuff like that. So it's like, there's, you know what I mean. Tunde always says on the show, like, my black book's ridiculous, because I know everyone. I'm fortunate of that. So, but to have her as our first guest, you know what I mean, a freeweight world champion, a unified champion, an undisputed champion, and now she's 154 world champ. That's really cool, because she's actually a really, really nice young lady, and she's very, very in depth in her boxing. So it's nice to have. It was fun. So download The Fight Is Right with me and Tunde Ajayi and Claressa Shields.
Let's move on. Before we get into talking about what's going on in boxing, there's a lot going on. But talk to me about your role in MTK Foundation. I understand you're the head of that.
You've been doing research, John. Yeah, we've been running the foundation. I've been on this foundation now. It's nearly coming up 2 years. It's actually been excellent, because we're giving people who believe that they're underprivileged, or who've got, you know what I mean, ailments or anything. We try to support them. Like, we're out doing fundraising right now. We've also got MTK Global Academy as well. That's like from 16 to 19-year-olds. Just launched, just recently been launched. So we've got to big up Sandra Vaughan, Bob Yalen. MTK Global, I said 2 years ago they were going to take over the whole world, and now look what's happening. It's absolutely fantastic what they're doing. But not only that, but they're giving opportunity and helping me go out, and also help underprivileged people within the community. You know what I mean? So that means a lot to me. I mean, I'm passionate about that.
I mean, they've signed a load of fighters, even recently, Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you see sort of the future going with MTK? You obviously said you think they'll take over. But yeah, talk to me about where you see the future lying.
Well, it's quite simple. Everyone's calling it MTK Global, right? And I'm telling you, where attention goes, energy goes. And where energy goes, energy flows in abundance. And that's what they're doing. They're doing this in abundance. And it's only going to get bigger, because you got to look at the core of what they're trying to do. Originally, what MTK Global were doing, when they originally was started, it was to help Irish fighters who were not getting the opportunity. And then it's like, it's not just about helping Irish fighters, it's about helping fighters who believe that they're not getting the opportunity. And like any guy who comes to MTK Global, they get opportunities. They end up fighting for world titles. They end up fighting on the two major promoters in the UK, Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. MTK Global have a synergy with their dummy. So like, they're not a middleman, because you're not cutting out the middleman. They're the middleman that they're cutting out to be the whole thing. So that's the nice thing about MTK Global, man. It's fantastic, man.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Smith from Sky Sports revealed that, you know, it could be an avenue that they may look to work with. I mean, you're already working with slightly with Golden Contract.
With a Golden Contract. So it's that within itself is only going to grow. So, like I said, I'm very, very privileged to be the head of the foundation, which is not boxing per se, but it's because of boxing why I'm there. So I'm just grateful to boxing.
I mean, a lot of people, you know, don't, I guess, appreciate, you know, the positives of boxing, you know, and helping people who have come from nothing to, you know, achieving their goals, even not professionally, but, you know, just like if they've got, you know, mental health issues, etc. I mean, how much is MTK involved in that? Do you think helping people that way?
Well, we're actually working on a couple of stuff which is going to be involved in that, which I'm not at liberty to say, but it's something really, really big that's about to happen with that. But like I'm saying, I mean, the more gratitude that you express is the more abundance that you experience. So I'm very, very grateful for the opportunities that I've been given, and I'm learning now, having good people behind me, like guys at ARC C2. You know what I mean? My brother RJ, you know, like a brother from another mother, who you know what I mean, who's teaching me to harness certain things that I was kind of disinterested in harnessing, but now I'm going to harness it. So it's good.
One of the biggest stars of MTK, Tyson Fury, obviously won an incredible fight with Deontay Wilder. I do want to just get your opinion on how that fight played out. Did you think it was going to go like that?
Well, if you'd have watched any of the interviews, I said that Tyson Fury was going to stop Deontay Wilder. But it's not me having anything against Deontay Wilder. I actually like Deontay Wilder. I actually like what he's trying to represent. I just don't think he's just got the right advisors around him to pull him so he could polish certain things that he's doing. I think, you know what I mean? But it was a decent fight, but it was a bad beatdown. I've got Tyson Fury is actually excellent, but maybe in a rematch, hopefully Deontay Wilder takes it a bit later so he can learn certain things, because he's missing on certain things, certain fundamentals he's missing on. But as soon as he learns them, Deontay Wilder could be a nightmare if he has the desire to come back. Anyway. Right, we're getting a whip coming around the front. All right, yeah.
Two more questions. Deontay obviously has made some headlines with the fact that he said, and Jay Diaz has said that the costume sort of...
You know what? Maybe it did. I'm probably 100% real with you. Maybe it did. And it could have been, yeah? Tyson Fury didn't stipulate in a contract that Deontay Wilder had to walk to the ring with a 45-pound suit on. So it's his own fault. So you shouldn't make, if it's my own fault, take it as my own fault and say, boy, that was actually my own fault, right? But it just seems a little bit silly for you to say that, because people are going to pick fault and look at you as a laughing stock, which is hurtful to me, because, you know what I mean, I know Deontay Wilder isn't actually a bad person. You can look at Deontay Wilder, he's actually a nice guy. So I would hope that he can rectify certain things and come back better.
Two more heavyweight fights I just want to get your opinion on quickly. Anthony Joshua, mandatory defensive against Whyte-Povetkin. How do you see that fight going?
7 or 8 round stoppage for Anthony Joshua. Whyte-Povetkin was a good fighter a few years back, but technically he's sound. He's sound technically, but I just think with Anthony Joshua winning the world title, regaining the world title, so not winning it, regaining the world title, he's got a little bit more desire, especially with the things that happen with Tyson Fury. I think that Anthony Joshua will come to really show something, especially fighting in the UK, to show people like what's going on. Because like his last 2 fights haven't been in the UK, so he's got to show us he's got something, and I believe that he will. I think Anthony Joshua is an absolutely super athlete.
Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin. Dillian putting it on the line yet again.
What else does Dillian Whyte have to do to get a shot? Dillian Whyte's my guy. I love Dillian Whyte. Don't get twisted. I love Tyson Fury. I love Anthony Joshua, but I really do love Dillian Whyte. And I see Dillian Whyte winning this fight on a 10th round stoppage. That's what I'm gonna go at. If not, it'd be like wide points, like 116, 111.
Who would you say is the top 3 pound for pound in the world right now?
At heavyweight or
Anyway.
In any way, it's a bit difficult, because it's very difficult to Lomachenko, Terence Crawford, Canelo. Mix them up. Whatever one comes out first, you can pick it and you say that he is actually the pound for pound number 1. But I would slightly say Canelo. But yeah, I would slightly say Canelo.
One final one. What is your motivation? What sort of motivation can you give to sort of the viewers watching coaching. You know, you're involved heavily, as you mentioned, in the MTK, but you know, what motivation can you?
I say this all the time, that if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. If you don't step forward, you're always going to be in the same place. And if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. You know what I mean? Go out there, grab this thing with two hands. It's quite simple. No one's not going to give you your dreams and your aspirations. Hence why people live their fears and desperations. So if you want something, go out there and get it. Because what you want is actually assigned to you, right? So you have it first. Get in your mental state first. You know what I mean? Speak it till you seek it, till you see what you say. Simple as that. Then go out and grab it.
Great stuff, Spencer Fearon.
John,
good to
thank you very
interview
much.
you, and I'll catch up with you soon.